But I thought it was very. I thought it was almost like seeing a picture of your granddad back when he was a kid. You're like, oh, look at him. You look at him, he's young whippersnapper. But I can imagine you back then in dungarees, just figuring it out, running your show. Were you like first div LPO, second div LPO?
Yeah, it came in there with, it was, we only had 5th division. I mean, we only had a deck division. So we was under ops. We was like an OD, and that being in the ops. But it depends on who your operations was. He knew where all his bread was. But for the most part, we had chief. All he liked to do is get drunk and go crash out, give us an assignment. So I was new, getting my feet wet, but I had a couple of dudes and 2 BM2s, 3 of them just took me by the horn and said, hey, man, I'm new at this. Y'all need to walk me through this cat. Went through everything. So sliding cat eye, unrep stations, breaking them down, this and that. Here's what you were supposed to be doing. Here's what I'll be doing. And, I went UI. I made myself go UI and all on cats. And everywhere I've been, I did that. Even on amphibs, made it a point. So then I left. Yeah, once the Elliott did that one, and we went over to the USS Coronado over there. Because I did like 2 years on the Elliott, and I went over to Coronado, and I picked up while I was there, and then I ended up making chief over there.
What was the Coronado, an oiler?
It was an AGF-11. It was a command flagship for 3rd Fleet. The 3rd Fleet had back in the back. It was so. They had used to have a weld deck. It's welded shut, ton closed. Some of them, the one on the West Coast was done right. The one on the East Coast had a barge stuck in there, and they had all this high-tech gear. On the one on the West Coast, they didn't. It was a part of the ship, and it was done right where they had offices, all this. It's like the Blue Ridge. If you ever seen the Blue Ridge.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about now. I've been to that ship.
It's like they try to turn it to an LCC, but they can't because the Blue Ridge was the last of the LCCs. They had 2 of them. Well, no, the Mount Whitney, though. Yeah, the Mount Whitney.
The Coronado was, Mount Whitney's like Blue Ridge, but the Coronado was an Ogden class or an Austin class LPD that they converted over to being a command ship.
So they did 2 of those. The LaSalle, which I've been a part of that one. I had to work on that board, just how I know. And the second one was the Coronado. It is crazy. It's funny.
What year did you put on anchors?
It was on the Coronado. I put on anchors in 2002, 3.
Okay.
So I had picked it up. Oh man, Coronado. That's when I met Mick Pond before he was Mick Pond, Rick West. And I was like, I made it. I was on the pier with just me and him.
Yeah.
I forget that he was the submarine squadron CMC. Back in the days of it.
When you look back on your chief's initiation process, what was your takeaway?
It was brutal. But it was brutal because other people that you come up with, you always got, I can't get right, or somebody who don't click. Just like a recent, it's a mindset. You have to put yourself in the mindset,
Right.
And you didn't put this on. I did this. My wife